Hello and welcome to Looplearnings, and this is video number 23 of how to make POS system in Microsoft Access. If you haven't watched the previous videos, I would strongly recommend you to go ahead and click on the playlist link which I have given in the description below, and you can enjoy all the 22 videos that I've created for this series. Anyway, so if you are new to my channel, welcome to Looplearnings. And if you are a repeated visitor on my channel, welcome back. Thank you very much for supporting this channel. Anyway, so what we are going to do today is the continuation of the previous video. If you have seen that, I would just briefly explain what we did. We did VBA coding behind save button. We did VBA coding for this subform, and that was it. Today we will continue and we will talk about this side of the form, the left side of the form. So basically we would like to have the list of the categories. We would like to have the categories products itself, and then we would like to create the search functionalities for these both categories and products. So what I did, I created some categories and I've created some product as well. So now we have to bring these categories and the products onto our order form. So that's what the first step we are going to do. So we'll go to the design view of the form, and there are two ways that we can go ahead and bring those categories and products, because right now it's all empty, right? These are the categories subform, this is the subform for the products. But right now these both are empty. We want to bring this information, this data on to our form. So we'll go to the design view. There are two ways. One is that you select here and then you choose the record source and link that with the particular query or the table, right? This is another way. But what I like about Microsoft Access and particularly VBA, it supports SQL as well. SQL is structured query language, so we can basically manipulate the what should I use word manipulate? No, basically what we can do is we can use VBA and we can assign a record source to a subform or a form by using the SQL statement, particularly the select statement. So that's what the first thing I'm going to do. Well, I can assign the table right away, and that is it. But the purpose of showing you the select statement and SQL statement is to basically show you this. There is another way of assigning data to a subform or a form. So and we are basically going to use this a lot in VBA now, from now onward actually, to particularly when we are searching, particularly when we are assigning data to a report or a subform or a form. So first let's go to the category form. This is the category form, and I will select the form itself and we'll go to the event tab, and we will go to the onload event. Why onload event? So whenever this form is loaded, we want the data to be fetched from a categories table and to be replicated here. Okay, so that's why onload event, that's what we are going to use. So event tab, onload ellipsis dot 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 code builder, and in here, first thing first, the error handling, very important. So please do not forget error handling. Okay, so here it is. So we'll say me mean we are referring to the whatever form we are working on. So right now is the categories form. Me dot record source. Okay, so see, with the VBA itself we can have record source, same that we have seen in here, the record source. Okay, so that's what we are going to refer. Me dot record source is equal to now, so double quotation. So within those double quotations we will use the SQL statement, structured query language, select statement particularly. So we'll say this is the categories table. We'll say fetch all of this information. Okay, so we'll have category ID, we'll have category and a picture. So we'll say select category ID, comma, after each field you put comma, comma, category, comma, picture. Okay, all right, so we told SQL, we have told this statement to fetch what information, but we haven't told yet from where, because there are a lot of table, lots of queries. So from where you want me to fetch the information? That's what the VBA is shouting right now. So select category ID, category picture from categories. That's the table name. Okay, so if you're fetching the information from query, you will give reference of a query, name of the query. So categories. Okay, okay, and there it is. That's what you need to do. So debug it, save it, and let's go to the form view of the form, and if our code block is correct, then we should see the categories information on our form. Here we go. You can see, we can see the category name, we can see the picture of each category, and we can see all the available categories as well. So this is the second way with using the structured query language. And the benefit of which I have observed, if you have large form like this, or you have large data entry happening, like on this kind of systems, then using these statements would benefit the application itself. So basically you are going to make sure that the application runs fast. That's what I observed by using these kind of statements. So it's beneficial and I like that, so that's why I always use it. Now let's go ahead and do the same for the products form. So we'll select the products list form. We'll go to the event tab of the property sheet, on load event ... ellipsis code builder, and here again we'll have error handling copied, resume next. Okay, now in here we want to fetch information from the products table, not from the categories table. Remember, this is a products subform, so we want products information in here. So let's go ahead and do that. So we'll say me dot record source is equal to what? So we'll give a select statement within the double quote. So we'll say select what? Well, select product ID, comma, product. Okay, and the beauty of using this select statement is that you can choose whatever information you want to have it, and the rest of the information you can keep it in the table, and we want to choose the category as well. Category, we want to have no, suppliers no, purchase price no, RSP. So we want to have RSP, we want to have tax rate, no, only tax. Do we need tax rate? No, RSP, tax, and net RSP. That's what we want. And net RSP. All right, we also want picture. Picture is important. So now we have told the select statement or VBA that this is what we want, and again it is shouting back at us from which table, from which query you want me to fetch this information. So we'll say from, this time we'll say products. Make sure that you give the correct spellings. Trust me, if one S is missing, you're going to get an error. Okay, there we go. That is it. So what we did, basically we told Microsoft Access that whenever you load this form, fetch all the products, all the categories available in this database, and that's what it did. Okay, we can see all the categories of products, we can see all the categories. So we have accomplished our first goal for this video. Second task or goal for this video is to filter this products list whenever somebody clicks on the category. So let's say somebody clicks on the dairy products category. We want to display only the dairy products from here on this form. Okay, if somebody clicks on the personal care category, we want to display only the personal care items. You got the idea what I'm trying to say? I'm sure you also had this in mind. So let's go ahead and do that. And how we are going to achieve? We are going to achieve by doing a one-line code behind this button. Only one-line code. That is all. So we'll go to the choose category event tab, and we want on click event. So ellipsis dot code builder, and do not forget the error handling. Okay, here we go. Ready? Okay, now because we are giving reference of the other form, other subform, that's why our code will be changed a little bit. So what we need to do is forms. Okay, now we are going to give, first we are going to give reference of the master form, right? Our main form, order F. This is how you will do it. So order F. After that, we are going to give reference of our subform, the form which we are going to use to filter our information. So just to avoid an error, I would like to copy the name of the subform. Dot form dot record source. Okay, dot record source. Remember, we are playing around with the record source, and it's very important to understand that. Is equal to, again we are going to use the select statement here, like we did for the categories subform and product subform. So same select statement. So we'll see select what? Select what? Product ID. That's what we are looking for, right? From this table, select product ID, product, comma, category. Very, very important. I'll tell you why. And then RSP, tax, net RSP. Okay, RSP, tax, net RSP, and don't forget about picture. Okay, from where it is shouting back at us. So from products table. Now here comes a twist. Here comes the where clause. We want to give a where clause because remember, we are filtering this product subform based on the input from the category subform. So somebody clicks on a choose category button, and accordingly this subform should be filtered. So we have to give where clause here. Okay, so where. All right, again, I'm not a professional programmer, but I think it's called where clause if I'm not mistaken. Okay, in SQL word. So where what? Where we have to give reference of the, so what is common in both, right? What is common in both the records? Well, we have category ID here, master, here is a primary key, and in products it's a secondary key, right? Category. So this is the common data point which we can refer to, and we can match the record. Okay, so that's what we are going to do here, where me dot txt search dot value. Okay, where, oops, I forgot one thing, where category is equal to, right? So category, where the category, basically we're asking where this field category is equal to this category ID, right? In this form it represented as not txt search. What I'm doing, me dot txt me dot category ID. What is happening? Me dot category ID in this form. Sorry about the debacle in between that happened. So basically where clause, when it comes, where the category in this form is equal to the category ID of this form. So that's the common data point, right? Category and the category ID. Remember, this is a primary key, this is a secondary key in another table. And if you remember, we did the relationship here. We have done the relationship as well. So for example, the category ID is linked with the category, where is product, okay, in here. All right, so that's what we are going to refer to. All right, so let's go ahead, and I think the code is completed. Debug it, save it, close it. Let's test it out if it works. So let's choose the personal care category. So I'll click on choose button. So you can see only one product is showing. So if I'll click on the dairy products, we'll see the dairy products only, right? Milk, yogurt and butter. If I'll click on the cooking ingredients category, we will see the cooking oil. So our code seems to be working fine. Okay, so that's how you do the you filter the list, or you filter the subform from another subform. Okay, now the next thing we are going to do is we are going to provide the functionality to search. So basically, to search the category, right now there are only 3 categories, 3 or 4. So but in normal routine you might have like 50 categories. So you don't want to scroll up and down, but you want to make sure that you provide this search functionality. So if somebody just type in like personal, right, it should filter the category accordingly. So that's what we are going to build now, and likewise we will do the search option for the products form as well. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll go to the design. I hope you understood the logic for the coding for this choose category, but if you have not, please go back and listen to my explanation again, and hopefully you will understand. If still not, then ask me question in the comments box. Anyway, let's click on this particular text box. Its name is the txt search, and that's what it will do. Was the user will type in the name of the category and it should filter. That's the functionality we want to build. So we'll go to the event tab, and this time not on click event, we want after update event, right? That's the event we want. So after this field is updated, then you look for the category name particularly. So ellipsis dot 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 code builder. Remember, the first thing is we'll copy the error handling code. Okay, going to remove this. Right, so now let's do the coding behind this form. So at this stage we are filtering only the this particular form itself. We are not referring to another form. So this particular form, so we'll say me dot record set. Where is the record source, not record set? So equal to what? Select what? Well, select category ID. So we want to keep the same data type, right? whatever you have in initial record source, you want to keep the same data. You don't want to change anything in it. Okay, category ID, we want to change the category. We want to have picture from categories table. So in case if you're wondering where I'm looking, I'm referring to this particular code, right? It's the same code for the categories subform. Okay, so category ID, category, all right, picture from categories table, but this time we have where clause, because remember we are searching for information. Okay, from categories, where what? Well, we are asking the user that user can search the categories by name, right? So by name we have to give reference of the category name itself, where category, okay, not the category ID, this time it's category, basically the name of the product, like, not equal to, like. Okay, like mean if you will type just personal, or if you'll just type PER in the search box here, then this search box will look for all the product category names starting with PER. So that's why like operator we will use, where category like, not equal to. Okay, so after the like operator we have to give reference of the what we are searching for, right? And that information we are giving in this text box, in the search text box. So let's go ahead and give reference of that form, and to do that we have to give reference of main form first, right? So forms order F, okay, exclamation mark, then we have to give reference of this form, which is the subform, okay, dot form dot the name of this text box where we have written our search parameter, and that is txt search. Okay, and then ampersand, okay, we have to give this static sign, and basically this static sign is used whenever the like operator is used. So other than that, I don't know what it means. It means, according to me, it means that whatever a value is and whatever parameter is entered, look for that in all these fields. In this field, all the records, look for the record and then search for the record accordingly. That's what it means. Sorry, I'm not a professional programmer, so I can't really give incorrect information, but you can search on internet what it means. According to me, it means whatever value is given, look for that. That is it. Anyway, but what I know, it works. That's what I know. So let's type in a name of the category. So let's say cooking. So I'll just type cook, and I'll just move, click on the tab button, and it will search for that category. If I will delete everything and then hit enter, then it will bring back the all category records. So this is how you build the search functionality. So let's search for the dairy. So I'll just type DAI and I look for the category name. Whatever category name is started with DAI, it will filter it. Okay, let's say I've chosen, I've here from here personal. Okay, so if I'll click, if I will type in just purse or personal, it will search for a record. Okay, that's how you build a functionality for the search. Let's say I will type in care and it is not finding anything. Okay, so because there is no record with starting with care or CARE. Okay, that's why it doesn't find anything. So if the this text box is empty, it will filter down. It will not filter, it will show all the records. If we have typed in anything in here, it will search for that record and it will display in here. That is it, simple as that. Likewise, we will build the same search functionality for the products as well. So let's go to the products table. Let's click on the search text box. So let's first change the name in here, txt search. Okay, so we'll go to the event tab. We'll go to the after update event and code builder, and we will say first we will take this error handling. Make sure you do that always. On error resume next. Okay, so we'll say me dot record set record source. Why I keep saying record set equal to select statement. Now select. Now this time we are referring to the products table. Okay, so select product ID, product ID, comma product, comma category. Okay, we have this information in here as well. So we'll refer to this RSP text, net RSP text, net RSP, then picture. Okay, from products. Now from products we have told the VBA code or select statement which information you should fetch and from where. Now where clause. Okay, where, like, where, before giving like operator we have to give a reference of the product name, where product like what, forms, our main form order F, then our subform. After our main form we have subform, which is the product list F dot form dot this text box. Okay, ampersand, static sign in single quotation. That is it. Okay, so hopefully you have understood. We have fetched the information from products table where product name like, not equal to, is similar to or like what, like the search text box which is located in the product list subform, which is located in order form, which is the reference of the forms. So that's why we have to give that route to the code block to go and search for the record accordingly. So let's go ahead and test it out whether the search is working or not. So let's say I'm a user, I'm using this software, I'm looking for head and shoulder shampoo. So I'll just type in head and it gives us the query error. So contact support unable to execute query, invalid operation or syntax using multi-value field. So let's go ahead and check that out. What is the error? So ellipsis. Alright, me dot record, so select. Maybe I've given the improper spaces and that could be the reason, because apart from that I don't see any code, any problem with the code yet. RSP comma, not the dot. See, from products where product like forms order F, products F, product list F, form txt search. This seems to be okay. I should have debugged it. I didn't do it before. Let's try it again and let's hope that it works. So let's search for the butter this time and it works like butter smooth. Okay, let's delete that, hit enter, and we are back with the full list of the products. Let's search for the milk. So right now there is only one type of milk, that's why only one. But if you have, as I mentioned in the start, perhaps if you have multiple types of milk, so let's say half liter, 200 milligram or gram, whatsoever, different brands, different supplier. So whatever the list, whatever milk database you have in your database, that will appear, all of them. Okay. Right, so what we did, I think this is it for this video. In next video we are going to proceed in next, but what we did here in today's tutorial, we first of all we fetch the data from both table categories and products, and we displayed it on our form using the VBA code with the record source and using the SQL select statement. And that's the first thing we did. And secondly, we did the VBA coding to click on each categories button to search for the respective categories information. And third thing we did was to create a search functionality. So with that search functionality, we were able to search for a particular item, and that's what we did in this tutorial. You know what, we have to do changes here. Basically in here I want to show the available quantity as well. So if the available quantity is 0, or then it should give an error while adding the information, and that, my friends, we will do it in the next video. Anyway, and this is it for this particular video. I hope you have learned something. Even if you have not, please do let me know in the comments below, and I'll happy to assist wherever possibly I can. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get a notification whenever I upload a new video. That is it. I'll see you in the next time. Until then, take care. Bye bye.